Here we have the current stock market update for Meta Platforms Incorporated, stock ticker META. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we have the 4-hour price chart, and what we're going to be doing here is to take a bit of a step back, try to assess the stock from a bit of a longer term perspective here, try to understand exactly what is going on, because there are some very kind of strange and interesting developments that are going on with this name in particular, and we will be looking at some specific price levels that can hopefully be used for traders that want to establish profitable trading strategies for this stock going forward. So as we can see here, this is the 4-hour price chart. So each candle on this trading chart represents a 4-hour trading period. And one of the reasons that I say that this chart has seen some interesting developments here recently is largely due to the fact that we're starting to see some moderate higher highs that have been posted in succession with one another. What is strange about these price highs, however, is the fact that price movements to the top side have been very limited after these new all-time highs have been posted. So essentially, we've got this prior price here coming at 531, just above 531. And then here we can see the next price movement in line to the top side, this all-time high here, comes in at 542, and then another one at 544. So what this tells us is that there's not a significant amount of follow through with this stock after share prices tend to make these all-time highs. So we just sort of see this incremental new high, and then in many cases, share prices really collapse. And we've seen that on more than one occasion here. So one example would be this price movement here. We reach these highs above 531. And then share prices collapse all the way to below 415. Again, we see share prices move to these highs above 542, and then again collapse $100 to 442. So this is sort of a trend that has been developing with this stock, and for some traders, this might be a bit concerning here because we did recently see these new incrementally higher all-time highs coming in at 544.23. And now the major question here is, will share prices just continue to drop in the same type of manner? This is a valid concern because if history is going to repeat itself, this could put share prices back near the 450 level or even below there. So what we do need to do here is look at some very specific technical price zones here so that we can identify situations that might signal these types of price movements in the future. So overall, what we are starting to see here is a clear price movement here to the downside. Near-term lows are coming in. Let's get an exact number here. The most recent price low looks like it's 495. You have to delete this arrow here to see it. So it looks like we have a near-term low coming in at 495.60 would be this near-term low. So let's just write this in here, 495.60. And then from there, we have seen a bit of a bounce here to the top side. So overall, what this level is significant because what we're seeing here is a confluence of technical indicators coming in right around this 490 level, just above 490. So essentially what we have here is the 50% retracement of the ascending move from these 442.65 lows all the way to these 544.23 highs. If we retrace half of that move, we get roughly this 495.60 area, and this is interesting also because this is almost exactly where the 200 period exponential moving average also coincides. So as we can see here, this is this rising blue line here. So essentially, this green line and this rising blue line here are coming into contact with the same area, and as you can see, share prices have started to see a little bit of a bounce here from there. So going forward, this is going to be a very critical level for traders to be watching because if we do see a share price movement lower to the downside, it would be a major break because share prices would then be trading below the entire exponential moving average cluster, and there is limited support here down below. So this does sort of create one of these, new scenarios where we could see another all-time high and then a drastic move lower. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that this will happen because, this has not occurred yet, and we're not fortune tellers here. What we do is we look for important technical signals to emerge, And then we trade based on the most probable outcome. So as things currently stand, we have not yet broken below this 495.60 area. And the ultimate level of support does come in a few dollars lower, roughly 493.25. Would roughly be a more exact area for this expected support zone. So even if we did see a slightly lower low, we would still be roughly okay from the bullish perspective. But any significant breaks lower from there, I mean, for example, anything below 490 would then quickly test the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this ascending price move, which comes in just above 481. So that would be the first line in the sand. And if share prices do not get caught by that support zone, we could see some drastically lower price movements that start to develop. So, looking at the indicator reading here, what we can see in the relative strength index is that we have seen some prior bearish divergences, price movements in the indicator reading that suggest lower share prices. Now, this has already run its course, so this is not something that would be expected to influence prices again in the future. But this is important to note here because it does show us that the stock is susceptible to forming bearish divergences. So, if they do occur again in the future, this would be something important to watch because the share price itself did react to this bearish divergence. Currently, what we are seeing is a bit of upside price momentum that is starting to develop. It's a bit more near term in nature. We would have to compare this upward trend in the relative strength index reading to the longer term trend that has been in place roughly since the stock posted those prior highs coming in at 542.55. So the longer term trend momentum here is still negative, believe it or not, even after posting these all time highs, because this is another bearish divergence condition. It's on the other side of the indicator reading. But essentially, what happened here is that share prices posted new all-time highs, even as the indicator was not posting similar highs. The indicator reading was posting lower highs, while share prices were posting higher highs. That gives you a bearish divergence. So this is essentially what's leading to this most recent price movement lower to the downside. And this is the type of trading signal that we do look at when we're trading in the trading room. So it is a good idea to consider joining the trading room because we do see a lot of these signals and point them out well in advance. So here's the current stock market analysis for Meta Platforms Incorporated, stock ticker META. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.